Hi everyone, welcome to our 6th training video. This training video is going to be on how to use some of our apps. And they are located on the left-hand side of your screen. I've already pre-created a template or a layout format for the apps that we're going to show you. Today it's going to be the date app. We're going to use the calendar, our countdown, our traffic, and our weather. And we're going to be filling in these different areas here. So the first one I really want to fill in is what's happening. And we're going to put up the date app. And of course, it's going to fill in today's date, which is April 25th. We're going to slide that over. I can grab it there. And I'm going to stretch it out. And you'll notice, of course, that the text is quite small, but we're gonna match this text on what's happening, and that's at 80 pixels. So I want to do the same thing here. So we can just pop in 80 pixels, and we can position that date a little bit closer so it's right in line with our what's happening. Now, black is okay, but I want to keep with that magenta color. So I want to go in and I want to change that color to my dark magenta, and I'm going to click OK. Now, the one thing about the date app and all the apps we're going to show you here is they really go by your location of your clinic. So I'm going to take the location of my office, and you'll see right down here it'll ask for the city. You can do it two ways. You can either type in your city or you can put in your zip code, and I'm going to put my zip code in and just let it bring up your city. I'm going to click Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that will put in the appropriate date. This app can be used all over the world. You'll also notice on the date property that you can select any other way of putting up your date. You can put up with the day name if you want. Of course, you'll have to decrease your text a little bit. You can put up the month name only if you want. So just check out what best fits your desired date. Okay. I left enough space over here on the right hand side to stretch it out, because when we get into the dates of September, October, November, December, this date's got to fill in this entire area here. So that's why I gave it that little extra space. Then on the lower left hand corner, if you wanted to add shadow, alignment, or even bring in some page animation, you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so that is our date. We're going to follow down, and I want to add the time today. So I'm going to go to our app, and I'm going to pick the time on the left-hand corner, and I'm going to position it right next to upcoming events. It's black. I'm going to change that to white so it matches my upcoming events. And the upcoming events font is at 52, so I'm going to change that font size to 52 also for my time, and pull it down here. And I don't want the seconds, so I'm going to take the seconds off. And I'm going to position that right next to my upcoming events. Now the time is incorrect for me, so I want to go right below the clock type and pick my city again. And we're going to put in Milwaukee, and now it's going to be the correct time. Again, you can pick your font types and your font colors and animation if you like. And that's all it is to the clock. So going down, we're going to, I reserved this area, our upcoming events, for our Google Calendar. And I'm going to pick that calendar right here on the right-hand side. It's a second line down on the right-hand side. I'm going to pick the calendar, and it gives me kind of like an empty box here. And I'm going to position that box, and I'm going to resize it so that it fits within my little box template, and stretch it all the way down and make it fit. Okay, and then on the left-hand side, you have a choice of Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar. I have a Google Calendar. And then you're going to have to pick your G Suite. So if this is your first time going into it, you want to pick the plus sign, and it's going to ask you which one you want to choose. So I want to pick my Gmail account, and I'm going to allow our software to pick my Google account. So I'm going to allow it. And my Google account has now been added. The one thing you do want to make sure is that you're picking your corporate or your business calendar and not your personal calendar. So then on my Google Suite, I'm going to pick my name. It's Patty's Gmail. And then I'm going to go into my demo calendar I set up for this training tutorial. So you'll see it's going to start populating in those dates, and I'm going to pick in 14 days because I added some days in here and I want you to see how this scrolls. You can choose to hide past events, so as dates go by, it's not going to re-scroll over them again. It's going to hide the past events. If you have different locations and descriptions, those will also show. So you'll see that I have demo event, Cairo Family Festival on a weekend. So you can show those locations and those descriptions. Again, you're going to want to size the text so that it fits appropriately. My 30 font goes in here just fine. I'm going to keep the text black. So that's as easy as it is to do our calendar updates. So the next app, which I think is really kind of fun, is your calendar countdown. So it's actually on our time clock is where the countdown is. So we're going to pick our time clock, our time, and I'm going to put the time down here. I made this little box here waiting for summer to get here. Winter was so long this year, it's kind of very hopeful for summer to come. And on the clock, I'm going to pick countdown. And now I'm going to stretch my box out a little bit so that we can populate it with our countdown numbers and some text. So we know summer starts on June 21st. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick June 21st on the calendar. Right there. And I'm not sure what time it starts, but it might start at 12 a.m. So you'll see here, now I've got 56 days and so many hours until summer starts. You can keep the seconds on or take the seconds off, however you want. That's up to you. I'm going to put in the city again. So we're going to put in our zip code and pick Milwaukee one more time. And then this is kind of a neat feature. We can put some text in here at the end of the countdown. So I'm just going to write in here, yay, summer is here. And I'm going to preview that message because that's going to pop up right when summer comes. And that's just kind of something that's kind of fun that you can put on your slide. Check off that preview message. So that is your countdown app. We're going to also add a traffic app. You might want people to kind of check out the traffic before they come or when they leave your clinic. And right now, default, it always goes to New York. We're going to put in our location again using our zip code, and I'm going to pick Milwaukee. And we can size this app to fit the location or that little box that I created here. So I'm going to make it fit in here nice and tight. And we can zoom in. Those are your zooming in buttons here, so you can get nice and tight. And then on the left-hand side of your app, I'm going to click on this little button that says Show Traffic. And you're going to see traffic's pretty tight here around the Milwaukee. We've got a lot of construction going on. So it just shows you where the traffic is slowing down and what's good to go. So that's kind of a neat little app. Okay, the next one I would like to show you is our weather app. So I'm going to pick that from our app side. You're going to see it comes in nice and big. Six slots are your default. We're going to put our location in again. Pick Milwaukee. And then we're going to change this from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And I don't want hourly, I want daily. And we can try 6 days, see how that fits in. And just by taking those little boxes, we call them handles, you can decrease the size. And then I'm going to put that just over our traffic. So what's really nice about this slide, it's what's happening on today's date. We have the current date, we have the current time, we have current events, we have countdown days till summer gets here, we have the current traffic, and we have the current forecast coming up. So it's just kind of a fun slide that you can put up on your Chiro channel when your clients come into your office. So this ends our app tutorial. We're going to continue on with social media for our next video.